All right. Hello, everybody. My name's Ben Piper. I'm one of the study abroad advisors at CGIS, and this is the presentation for English taught programs in Asia for winter 2026. Let's get going. All right, I'm going to be talking about 4 programs today. The first 3 are what we call exchange programs. That's where you would go to the university, host university as an exchange student, and these schools also send students to UM. So we have 3 of those that I'll talk about. One, Hitotsubashi University in Tokyo, NUS, National University of Singapore, and Yonsei University in South Korea. If you see a little asterisk by the program name, it means that it is a competitive program. Many of our exchange programs, we have exchange agreements, and we are limited to how many students we can send to each school per semester. The other program I'll talk about today is one of our partner programs, so not an exchange program. This one is called Arts and Social Sciences in Tokyo, Japan. The partner that we work with in Tokyo is called CIEE. It is not considered a competitive program. All right, university exchange programs first. So generally, students can take between 12 and 18 credits to fulfill distribution and/or major or minor requirements. Non-language courses are taught in English. Foreign language courses are optional. Sometimes they are required. You just have to check with each program. If you are LSA, you can earn in residence credit for all the courses that you take abroad, and you will be studying alongside a number of international students from all over the world, not just the US. There's, especially if you go for longer, we have semester or, academic year as well, but opportunity for meaningful, deeper immersion and discovery of host culture and country. So you'll have quite a bit of time to explore the place that you'll be living in. And this, of course, leads you to be more independent, confident, and self-reliant. And I mentioned this before, but our exchange programs are typically considered competitive. So the first one in Japan, Hitotsubashi University in Tokyo. This exchange program, you will pay your tuition at whatever rate you pay normally here at and you will not pay the Hitotsubashi tuition. The dates for this for winter, you will start quite late. So it begins in late March and it goes until mid-August. You can apply on mCompass. You can also learn more on mCompass. I'm talking about winter, but we also offer this program for the academic year. If you go on this program, you will participate in the Hitotsubashi University Global Education Program, HGP, and you will have, international classmates, but you also have local students from Japan in your classes as well. All of the courses are in the fields of social sciences, business, economics, law, sociology, IT, and others. And the HGP program also offers 2 kind of specialized courses for their students, exchange students. They are social science seminar. This helps students learn how to maximize your study abroad experience at Hitotsubashi, and then Explore Japan seminar. And this is an experiential-based immersion course covering various aspects of Japanese culture. All right, this slide just shows some of the courses that previous students who went there took. So you can see most all of the courses are only 1 to 2 credits. So you'd have to make sure that you're taking a minimum of 12 credits. But you can see one student on the right, for instance, took, it looks like, all Japanese language classes. The student on the left, it looks like they didn't even take Japanese language, but took all these other English taught electives. So at Hitotsubashi, Japanese is not required. We do recommend it at least one or two credits of doing Japanese. It will really help you out, but it is not required. All right, moving on to Singapore, we have a program at National University of Singapore, NUS. Again, for this exchange program, students pay their tuition. They do not pay the NUS tuition. This runs a bit closer to our US semesters. It goes for winter, early January to mid-May. Again, you can apply on mCampus and learn about different aspects of the program. So I'm talking about winter, but we also offer it for fall or the academic year. NUS has a great deal of courses that students can take covering all kinds of fields. But if you go as an exchange student, you cannot take courses in business, law, or computer science at all. If you want to see what courses NUS has on offer, you can check out the links below. They have a course search engine called Mods, which is quite useful, and a course list as well. I believe it's a PDF. All right, here are a few sample courses that previous NUS students took. Each NUS course is worth 4 credits. Again, you do have to take at least 12 credits while you're abroad. So it looks like they have a good range of options. Okay, moving to South Korea. We have a program at Yonsei University in Seoul. This is also an exchange program. It is also considered competitive. One moment. And on this program, students do pay tuition as well. This program for winter runs from late February to late June. Again, you can apply on mCampus and learn more about the program through that. Again, I'm talking about winter, but Yonsei is also offered for fall and the academic year. We also have a summer program at Yonsei, which I'm not going to talk about today because it's focusing on winter. But just to let you know, Yonsei has a very popular summer program, which we offer. So Yonsei has, again, a number of courses in various disciplines. Most all of them can be taught in English, unless you're taking Korean language, of course. If you're an exchange student, you cannot take courses in medicine, dentistry, nursing, pharmacy, MBA, law, or music. And the links down below, you can check out some of the courses and the website for their program. Okay, so this slide shows a few of the sample courses that our students took at Yonsei in the past. You can see some students took Korean. You don't have to take Korean if you don't want to. It is recommended, but some students don't do that. But there are a number of different options course-wise for students. All right, exchange program housing. So for all of these programs, we definitely recommend that you stay in the university on-campus housing. So that would be dorms or like a residence hall. In most cases, they're going to be right on campus, so it's quite convenient. It also plugs you into different social events and activities that, are being arranged for international students. And they do have a support system on campus for the incoming exchange students. It's probably safer and a bit more secure than living just off campus on your own. And it can be cheaper than staying in an off-campus apartment. So the pictures on the right, those are just some, sample photos of what typical dorm rooms look like. I would say most of them are quite modern and clean, and definitely a good place to stay. Okay, besides our exchange programs in winter, we do have what we call partner programs. So These ones, we don't work with a specific university. Instead, the partner is a study abroad organization who we work with to organize study abroad programs. So on these partner programs, on many of them, you'll take specific courses that that program offers, and you can use those to often fulfill distribution and or major and or minor requirements. It's a little bit different than the exchange programs where you would have the whole course, almost the whole course list of the university to choose from. Partner programs, it's more limited as to what types of courses you can take. Non-language courses, again, are taught in English. If you're LSA, you'll earn in residence credit. And on these programs, many of our partners are US-based companies or organizations. So many of the students that will be your classmates will probably be from other colleges and universities for the most part. Again, if you go for a winter or a semester, academic year, sorry, you'll have chances, just like on the exchange programs, to have meaningful, deeper immersion and discovery of host culture and country. Many of the partners that we work with, they'll organize different excursions and activities for their students besides the academic part. And these programs are more hands-on and experiential than, say, just being a student at Hitotsubashi University. These are not usually considered competitive programs compared to our exchange programs. So the one I'll talk about that we have in Asia for winter is a relatively new program that our office is offering through a partner that we work with called CIEE. We offer their program. It's called Arts and Social Sciences in Tokyo. So for this program, this partner program, you will not pay tuition. Instead, you will pay the CIE program fee directly to CIEE. And for winter, again, this one, it's in Japan. They do follow the Japanese academic calendar, so it's a bit late. It starts in mid-March and goes until early August. You can apply on mCompass and learn more about it there. Besides winter, we also offer this one for the academic year. So you'll take 15 to 16 credits per semester by taking a CIEE course. And also a unique thing about this is that the students who go on this, they get to take courses at a private university in Tokyo called Sophia University. So one Japanese language course is required. So the courses below, you can check out the link, the CIEE partner link is there, but also a link to the Sophia University courses that you would be able to take. So you would be able to take courses in those fields. So it would be comparative culture, international business and economics, and then social studies. If you click on that link, it'll take you to a PDF that Sophia University has of all the courses that they offer. Okay, for this particular program in Tokyo, there is CIEE housing. So they have kind of two options. The first one's what they call standard housing, and that could include you could get a single room in a homestay with a local family, or you could get a single room in an international student resident hall. So you would have the choice of which one you'd want to do. And the commute is approximately 70 minutes from the CIE center where you'd be doing your classes in Sophia University. So for a massive, massive, massive city like Tokyo, 70 minutes is not too bad for a commute. The other option they have is called select housing. That's where you would have double or triple occupancy room in a student apartment with a private bathroom. These select housing units are closer in, so they're about 30 minutes from the CIE Tokyo and or the city center. If you stay in a homestay, it can certainly save you money in one way. One way is that the homestay family does provide 2 meals per day, so breakfast and dinner. Lunch would be on your own. But if you stay in the residence hall or the apartments, no meals are provided. So you'd have to be doing your own cooking, shopping for food, cooking, or just eating out. Okay, so I will talk about financial aid and scholarships now. So if you do get financial aid normally on campus, you are able to use that in some fashion towards study abroad. The Office of Financial Aid, they have a special unit within their office that works with study abroad students and their financial aid packages. You should probably, well, we definitely recommend that you meet with someone from this office. They're very willing to meet students and go over your questions and talk about how financial aid works regarding study abroad. They even have this PDF worksheet. You can check the link there. It's called the Study Abroad Estimate Worksheet. And what you do is you would go to mCompass, look at the program budget sheet. You can check out all the figures, the costs of certain items. Then you would plug some of those figures into the worksheet here and email it to the Office of Financial Aid. Then they would look at that and they could give you quite a good estimate of how much aid you would be getting for your study abroad program. The other thing is scholarships. So we do work with scholarships, primarily with the LSA Study Abroad Scholarship. So this is the main scholarship that we tell students if they're eligible to apply for, if they're applying for a study abroad program. So if you are eligible and if you receive the scholarship, you'll probably get anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000, which you can use towards your study abroad expenses. We usually tell students to apply for this scholarship at the same time that they're applying for their study abroad program, because the two deadlines are typically around the same time. But please check the LSA scholarships webpage to see when the specific deadline is for winter. Also, remember to check mCompass to see when your applications are due. Okay, application process. They're kind of the same in some ways, but different in others. So the exchange programs, the typical way of applying is that students would first apply on mCompass and then make sure everything's in by the mCompass application deadline. After that deadline passes, CGIS will review all the student applications, and then we will nominate those students to apply to the host university. Once you've been nominated to the host university, you'll then have to apply to the program through the host university on their website or their portal. It's for the same program, it's just two different parts of the application. So the host university would make the final admissions decision. So for our partner programs, the steps are a little bit different in most cases. So you would apply on mCompass, but you would also apply on the partner's website or portal at the same time. And both parts of the application would be due by the deadline shown in mCompass. You may see on the partner website that their deadline's later than what we have in mCompass. You just have to make sure that you complete both parts by our deadline, not the partner deadline. So CGIS and the partner will review the applications, and then the partner, they will make the final admissions decision. So for winter applications, these are normally due by September the 15th, but some programs do have early deadlines. So there may be a few that have September the 1st deadline. There may be some that have late August deadlines. So please check mCompass and it will show you exactly when the deadline is for the program that you are applying to. All right, so for Asia, we have two advisors here at CGIS who we've kind of split up the portfolio. So I'm Ben, I advise for Taiwan, China, and Japan. And then Joy, she advises for South Korea and Singapore. We also advise for other countries, but since this is an Asia presentation, I just listed the Asia programs. At the link below, it's quite helpful. It's the CGIS advising link. You can click on that and you can see what countries each advisor advises on. You can also make an advising appointment through that link there. Okay, any questions?